Hi, my name is Ryan Regalado. I'm a freshman studying math here at UIC, and this is my CA application for the fall of 2025 for Stat 107. And today we are going to be calculating and then interpreting after how to find a confidence interval. So in this example, we're trying to find a 90% confidence interval for the true mean of IQ at UIUC. So we took a sample of 100 students. We found that the average of that sample was 140 and the standard deviation of that sample was 5. And to find this confidence interval, we use the estimate, a critical value, which we'll find later, and the standard error, which we'll calculate in a minute. So we take the estimate, which is x bar, plus or minus the critical value. Now we'll find this critical value using the normal distribution. And we can use the normal distribution because our sample size is 100. And when our sample size gets large, according to the central limit theorem, the sample distribution, or the sample mean distribution, that is normal. So we can assume that it's normal, and we can find this critical value. And so we want 90% to be in this little area. So we need to find this tail right here. And we can do that using the inverse norm operation, which is norm PPF. Norm PPF. And now what value should we put in here? So we know that we should have 5% to this side right here. Same thing here. So we know that 95% of the data is up until this point. And using norm PPF, we can find exactly what value that yields. We can add up these two, put it in there, because this chunk plus this chunk gets us to right here, and norm PPF will find that point. And that point, I believe, is 1.645, I think. I'm going to double check that. It is 1.645 after double checking. So this is our critical value. So we can go ahead and plug that in up here. Times the standard error, which is given by the sample standard deviation divided by square root of n. And now, since we have all of these here, we can just plug that in. And this will yield two values because of the plus minus. So we'll have our lower bound here, which is given by subtracting from 140, and the upper bound here. Calculate that real quick. We get 140.82 on the right hand side, and now subtracting 139.18. So this is our 90% confidence interval for the true mean of IQ at UIUC. Now, what does this mean? Basically, we are 90% confident that the true IQ mean of UIUC students is somewhere between here. We can say with 90% confidence that the true mean will lie in this range.